Hello everyone, today you're going to be learning about how to do the area of a trapezium. So your objectives for the day are to understand how to calculate the area of a trapezium, to identify correct measurements to use when calculating the area of a trapezium, and to apply the area of a trapezium to calculate missing sides. So before we begin, there's different types of trapeziums that you need to be aware of. The first one, trapeziums have two parallel sides, so the perpendicular height is the shortest distance between the two parallel sides. We have a right angle, so the right angle trapezium where there's the height is the side, and you've got two right angles at each parallel side. And then you've got an isosceles trapezium with two parallel sides, two non-parallel sides with the same length. Okay, so those are some different types of trapeziums. Now, the area of a trapezium comes from a parallelogram. If we cut this trapezium in half, you can see that it forms a parallelogram. So, let's speed up. You can see there that we've got a parallelogram. So the area of a trapezium is our bases added together, halving times by the height and dividing by 2. So remember, the area of a parallelogram is base times the height. We've got half the height, so we have to half our answer. So we're doing the base times the height and dividing it by 2 for a parallelogram. So this is why we have to add our two bases together, times it by our height, and then divide our answer by 2. Okay, so make sure you get this formula written down. So this is the formula for the area of a trapezium. So you add the two parallel sides together, you multiply it by the height, and then you half your answer. Make sure you get this written down into your books. Pause the video here to allow the students time to copy this down. I'm going to move on to your examples. So here are your examples. So our bronze example here, we are two parallel sides. Our force is this 4 centimetre length and our 8 centimetre length. They're parallel because they'll never meet. And then we have our height of 5 centimetres. So we are going to add our 4 centimetres and 8 centimetres together. So the area is equal to 4 plus 8. We're then going to times that by 5, and then we're going to divide our answer by 2. Okay, now I've written this as a fraction because we're dividing everything by 2. So let's simplify this. So we've got 12 times 5, all divided by 2, giving us 60 over 2, which is equal to 30 centimetres squared. Okay, now I've really broke that down for you there, so you can see each step. So we're adding the two parallel sides, timesing it by the height, and then dividing our answer by 2. Here we have another type of trapezium, so this is our silver example, except this time we've been given quite a lot of information. So we've been given the sides, we've been given this length and this length. Now we need to work out which is the height. So the height is is perpendicular to our bases. Okay, so it will form a right angle. Here you can see the right angles form here and here. These are not right angles, so this is not our height, it's information that we do not need. So we can just get rid of it. We don't need to think about it. Now to find the area of this trapezium, we're going to do 6 plus our 12, okay, giving us 18. We're then going to do 18 times by 8, which is our height, giving us 144. And then we're going to do our 144 divided by 2, which is equal to 72 centimetres squared. Okay. Now this layout is similar to this, except it's written in step by step. It's up to you how you lay it out. This is if you want to type this into a calculator. This is what you would do if you would do it step by step. So it's still the same. Okay. So if we did it written in that format, it would be 6 plus 12 all times by 8 over 2. And we still get the same answer. So pause the video to make sure the students have copied everything down. I'm going to move on to your trial questions now. So here are your trial questions. Pause the video here to allow the students time to copy down the questions and have a go. I'd give them about 5 minutes or so, or when the majority are ready to move on. So pause the video. I'm going to put your answers up on the screen now. So here are your answers. Correct them if you got them wrong. Give yourselves a tick if you got them right. Well done if you did. So moving on to your bronze questions, your silver, your gold and your platinums on a separate worksheet. I'm going to put your answers up on the screen now. So pause the video to allow the students a chance to have a go at the questions if you don't want them to mark it until the end. So here are your answers on the screen now. So you can either have this up throughout the lesson to let them mark as they go, or at the end like such. So I'm going to now put on the exam question. So make sure everybody's marked their answers. Here is your exam question. Pause the video to allow the students a chance to have a go. So the diagram shows a wall. The area of the wall is 39.2 meters squared. Work out the length of the wall. So you need to work out the height of the trapezium. Okay? Work it by yourselves or with a partner. Okay, I'm going to put the answers up on the screen now. Here you go. So this is the exam board mark scheme. Have a go as best you can. Okay, well done everyone. That's the end of the lesson, so well done. Thank you.